Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mark and this is Achy Flies Drones, the channel where I share my drone and RC adventures. And today is a bit of an adventure. It's exciting and very special for me. I'm off to pick up a very special car. Brand new. I'm off to the Endor race circuit just on the edge of Nottingham, on the Nottinghamshire border. RC Complex have got their shop there this weekend to support the racing, and I am picking up a very special car to me. It's a car I've wanted since I got back into RC kind of a year ago. It was re-released, I think, in 2016. I've always kind of wanted one, always kind of looked for one, never quite justified it. Mrs. A couple of weeks back said, like, it's your dream car, it's the car you had as a kid, go get one. So came up with a plan, spoke to Mark, came up with a plan for some bits and some extras, got it ordered. It arrived yesterday and I'm off to pick it up. Why is this car special? So if we go back to kind of 1986, which is when this story began, it's kind of when my RC story began, 1985-86, young teenager, running a Hornet. I had a Hornet. Mates had Hornets, Frogs or Grasshoppers, and we kind of raced around local areas, but also our local track had a kind of just come and bash session, so you could bring your Tamiya's and your whatevers, and there was a non-competitive kind of series. It was semi-organised, it was organised with heats and things, but it was very non-competitive, great way for kids to get involved. So that's what we did. And like kids, we were looking through catalogues and stuff at school and magazines, and one of my mates is saving up and he's going to get Hot Shot. I think it had just been released. And looking through the magazines, I'd seen this car, and we'll reveal what the car is when we get back to the cave. I don't want to kind of spoil it now. And I just fell in love, and so I started working with mum and dad to say, okay, how could I do this? Could everyone give me money for birthday and Christmas? I'll work extra shifts in the push bike shop where I worked, all those things. And at Christmas that year I got one, built it Christmas afternoon, I think. Painted it a couple of days later after we'd done visiting family, and this was the car that I ran probably for the next 4 years. I didn't buy another car. This is the one I raced. This is the one I used all the time with friends, as other friends got things like boomerangs, Hot Shot 2s. And so yeah, I've got some really cool memories of this car and everything it means to me. So they say friends were getting boomerangs, Hot Shot 2s. I think someone got something, someone else got one of these. They might have got the updated version. And it was just that my core memory of RC as a kid is this car. And so I'm really excited to pick one up, really excited to see what the Re can do and how it's come on. I have no idea what happened to my old car. We kind of joke about it often, Dad and I, because neither of us can remember what happened to it. It is a long time ago. I will see you all once we're back in the cave to reveal what car I've got and what the build is going to look like. So for me, it'll be about 20 minutes, half hour. For you, it will be just moments. So see you in a bit. Welcome back to the cave. Sharp-eyed amongst you will see I am in a different t-shirt. I filmed this yesterday, but unfortunately I had some sound quality issues, so refilming it this morning. But the car, the re-release of the Kyosho Optima, the core initial original kind of base model of the Optima as its re-release, really excited. I still smile looking at the picture of it on the box. This is a dream for me. This is gonna be amazing. So how are we going to build it? I think I'm going to run just normal Kawasaki grease in the rear diff. I've got the Furiax Super combo, 3650. It's kind of 10.5 turn combo, brushless. Looking forward to seeing how that runs. Maybe a bit overpowered, but we can always turn it down a bit. We'll see. The one downside with this is we're not going to be able to run the driver figure. The ESC is quite tall with that fan on, and I don't really want to run it without the fan. I didn't run my original Optima back in the day with the driver figure because I had quite a big electronic ESC in there originally. So that's what we're going to do. We won't run the figure. We'll keep the figure, but we won't paint it as yet. Gearing wise, I've got the Kyosho 51 tooth, smaller spur gear, and that's what's recommended to run brushless. And then I've got a mix of steel pinions from Schumacher. This one's a 29 tooth. We'll start with the 29 tooth, but I've got a 27, 25 and 23, so we can alter down. And changing the gearing, if you know the Optima series at all, changing the gearing is pretty easy. It's kind of a quick release gearbox with a pin, and then you just pull the gears out. It's all open so you can see it. So really, really nice. Controlling that, we've got just a Spektrum receiver. That one's the SR515, so the 5-channel receiver. All my stuff runs Spektrum of one form or another, so that'll then just go into the rugged controller. And then steering wise, we have the SRT 6012, which is a high voltage, and at high voltage at 7 volts, it's 12 kilos, 0.06 second a degree. That should be easy, fast enough for this. I'll run belt drive. My original Optima started chain drive, but very quickly I put the belt on. The chain drive's a bit finicky and you have to keep adjusting it, and it can, front end crashes can give it issues. In the old model, I think the chassis in the new one's much better. But I'll run belt drive anyway. That's going to be better with the brushless setup and the power we're going to be putting through this. And then front gear, front diff, I'll probably use Tamiya AW grease. I've got a good ton of that in my box just to stiffen up that front diff. From what I understand, you can't run oils in the diffs because they're not fully sealed. I might be wrong in that. It does say in the instructions to use silicone greases and the Kyosho silicone greases. So we'll try that mix of Cow RC in the back and AW grease in the front, see how that does. Hopefully that will give us some pull out, good pull out of the corners. That's it for the build. I think I'm going to record the build in 2 parts. We'll see how I edit it, but probably 2 parts. I'm going to try and get a top-down view of the workbench. I'm not going to do a kind of streamed version of it. I'll either cut it or fast forward bits, but maybe pull out some of the interesting bits to talk about. I know the shock design isn't something, it's a very retro shock design. It was very unique in the day. There's some other unique features, and maybe just stop and talk about some of the big stages. And then maybe I'll do a video of me airbrushing the body. I'm not going to do a video of me putting stickers on. Nobody needs to see that pain. But airbrushing, I tried an airbrushing video when I did this body, and it didn't come out the way I wanted it to. Again, I didn't quite have the setup I wanted. Now we'll try it again, see if it's only going 2-tone, going blue and white. I think I may have mentioned that in the intro, but going pearl blue and pearl white, so it'll be the same blue as the Subaru up there. That'll be the blue, and then the white is a pearlescent white. So I might video that make it 3-part, and then we'll go and do an initial kind of test run setup. The Sky RC Furiax Super has Bluetooth control, so there's Bluetooth app to manage the ESC. So I might have a play around with that on the video as well, see what we can do to tune in the punch and things. But that is the plan for the build. Hopefully going to start the build today. Hopefully going to record all of the build and then edit it, but we'll see how life goes. But yeah, really looking forward to this one. If you want to see when the other ones are updated, obviously please subscribe if you want to. It just will let you know when the next ones are up. And then when it's all done, I'll do a playlist and put it together. But until then, stay safe, keep flying, keep driving, and I'll see you in the next one.